I really enjoy, biology is everything living, so it's everything you care about. And I think it's easy to get students interested in biology, so I really like teaching it. And as I teach it, I learn new things every year, which is awesome. And there's new discoveries.
I like the labs. They're pretty fun.
I like the camping trip at the end of the year.
Probably interacting with my friends and a new learning experience to a new field I had no idea about.
Having no weekends.
My favorite part was the evolution unit.
The AP Bio trip to Santa Cruz.
I really liked the people that took it. The students were all great, and especially when you're taking a test, they help you study and all that.
Really just all the really interesting concepts that we learned and the really cool projects we got to work on, and just being in a really cool environment, having an awesome teacher for the entire year.
My favorite part was the labs. My favorite part was having Miss Khan as a teacher and also learning about DNA and stuff.
I really liked the camping trip, and I liked the part after the AP test when we were done.
My favorite part was probably the sort of community and the bond we formed after going through something so difficult together.
My favorite part about AP Bio is just the material that we get to learn. It's really interesting to me because I like biology. It's really cool. The learning experience and the trip.
My favorite part of AP Bio class is challenging myself to my limit more than I thought I could and learning a lot.
My favorite part about the class was definitely connecting with the other kids and going on trips, which made us even closer. And even with Miss Khan, we're all super close. It's really fun.
Maybe the fetal pig one.
Photosynthesis.
It's the pig dissection.
I love the Pigo lab. So good.
Pig dissection.
The isopod lab.
The lab we just did, the fetal pig dissection.
The photosynthesis one where you do the leaves.
I like the Piglo lab with the bacteria transforming its genes. My favorite lab was the photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
I thought the pig dissection was really cool, or the isopod one was fun.
Probably either the pig dissection or the restriction enzyme.
Favorite lab, probably the pig dissection. I ended up getting to hold a little pig brain in my hands, which was pretty cool. It's gotta be pig dissection because Kinsey ripped a pig's head off and it was hilarious.
My favorite lab was Piglo, definitely because it was really cool seeing how it actually worked and getting the bacteria to glow by itself, and it was really fun.
The tests.
Every unit test.
Probably the tests.
The tests.
Hardest part was probably the tests. The hardest part was studying for the tests.
The unit tests.
Probably the tests. They're a lot harder than I was used to and that I was ready for.
Doing all the homework on time.
Trying to find partners for groups.
Definitely the test prep and keeping up with all the packets. If you get behind, it kind of gets tough to catch up.
Remembering all the vocabulary and the calculations, and just being stressed out the whole year. That was hard.
Hardest part of the class was definitely the study guides that we had for the unit tests. They were really long and took a lot of my time.
The hardest part of class is being really confused and not knowing what you're doing and all the homework, I'd say.
Definitely studying and or trying to get a good grade on the AP test because it's very I don't know, it was really hypothetical and just not a good time.
She taught the best out of all my teachers. Made sure we understood the material.
She's really supportive and she knows that it's a hard topic, so she helps us out.
Which makes it fun.
She gives fantastic lectures and her teaching style just so good.
She's really nice, just pretty forgiving, laid back.
She's really nice and she wants you to succeed in her class.
She's really encouraging. She keeps you excited about the class.
She really knows the topic at an amazing level. She knows everything there is to know just about. And she teaches in such a dynamic way and such an engaging way that you're pretty much never bored in her class.
She prepared us really well for the AP test, and her review sessions were really nice, and she's just really good at explaining things. You can tell that she really wants you to learn and she will put all her help out there to help you.
Miss Khan is like the best teacher at this school, I'm pretty sure, and she's really helpful and really smart.
She's really supportive and really inspiring, and you can tell that she really cares whether we succeed or not, and she wants us to do well.
Miss Khan is really supportive, and she goes above and beyond to make sure that you're doing well in the class, and she gives really good lectures, which I think is important.
I struggled a lot in her class, and she was always really supportive, and whenever I was having trouble, she'd help me out, and she did everything she could to help me succeed, which was really nice for her.
Miss Khan is the best teacher ever. She is really hardworking and she cares about every single student, and she's the best.
I like how she's so interested in all of like the stuff that she teaches. Like you can tell she's so invested in the students and she wants us to do a great job. And that's really, really good feeling to have.
It was pretty hard. Except not that hard.
It was not as hard as I thought it would be. It's just really long and it's hard to do all the problems on time.
Brutal. I don't know if I did that well. The AP test went really well. Miss Khan really prepared me.
Actually, it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. It was hard, but if you study for it, then it's really not that bad.
The AP test wasn't that bad, to be honest. I feel like our final was a lot harder.
It was not as hard as I expected it to be, but it was pretty difficult. It was just like what I expected.
It was really fun for it to be over, and I felt proud that I did it all.
About what I expected, the thing that was most difficult about it was just finishing on time.
It was really difficult, but I studied really hard for that, and I think that paid off.
You can get through it if you just study really hard.
It was very challenging, but I feel like I was prepared for it.
AP test was easier than I expected. Ms. Khan actually did a lot to prepare us. I felt a lot more prepared than I thought I was going to be at the beginning of the year, and going into it, I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it. Cut that out. Edit that out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I think I would, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, I would. 100%.
Any advice? Well, I guess my first piece of advice would be try it. Just do it. Just take the class. Like, it's not as crazy and as scary as people make it out to be. I think once you're in the class, and it creates a community within the class because everyone's working really hard together, and you learn some really cool things, and I think it prepares you for college really well. And I think to be successful in the class, once you've already made the decision to take it, is to not procrastinate. And that sounds very generic and everyone says that, but I think it's totally manageable if you stay on track. But if you get behind, it's like drowning. And I see it all the time and I feel really bad, and it's just best way probably to be successful in the class is just to stay ahead of all the work and just enjoy it too. Like, if you just really enjoy it, you'll be more successful than if you're begrudging the whole time.